Hi guys, welcome to our fifth and final week of Financial Literacy Month. We are here this week to talk about investments. This one's exciting for people, but also a little intimidating. So we really want to break it down this week and talk about the importance of starting early, why that's so important, break down some of these terms that we hear all the time so we can truly understand the impact that investing can make in our financial lives. We want to thank you guys for joining us all this month. It's been fun. We're sad to see it come to an end, but we've got much more in store in the coming months. So if you are not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, then definitely do that. We've got some fun financial fitness stuff coming up next month, and you are going to want to be a part of it. So let's dive into investing. What I really want to touch on today is, like I said, the importance of starting early, but why? And it all goes back to this term that we hear all the time when we talk investing, compound interest. Gosh, I remember before I started investing or really understanding this stuff on the level I do now, I heard compound interest. And I thought, I don't really know what that means, right? Cool, y'all are talking about it, but what does it mean to me? So today I want to really give you some good examples of why compound interest can matter to you, why it matters particularly to your retirement savings or long-term savings. So first, let's talk about the difference between a simple interest and compound interest. So simple interest rate, the best way to do it is with examples. If you invested $100 into a bank account and it had a 20% interest, that would be awesome. Totally unrealistic, but for math's sake, then you would earn $20 that year, and that would go back into your account. And then the next year, you would have the same interest rate. You would earn another $20 and on and on and on. So your balance would be growing, but let's look at that compared to compound interest. If you had compound interest, then you have $100, you have a 20% interest rate. You're gonna, that first year, earn the same amount. So you're gonna earn the $20, then you're gonna have a balance of $120. Now here's the trick. The next year with compound interest, you're gonna earn interest on that $100 plus the $20. So you're gonna get 24 extra dollars to add to that. So you can see how that begins to grow further and further. So maybe after seeing that small example, you can see how, first of all, a bigger balance. So that one we were only working with $100 to start with. But if you had a much bigger balance, then you can see how that impact would be even greater. And perhaps you can see how starting early would really impact your ability to save. In some of the examples that we talk about, people can save the same amount each year, and one person can save for only 10 years while another person saves for 30 years. But if this person started when they were 18 and this person started when they were 28, there's going to be a huge difference, hundreds of thousands of dollars of difference in what they're going to end up with. So having that extra time for the money to grow and for compound interest to work its magic is very important. With all that said, it's never too late. So the key is start today, save early, save often, and make your money work for you. So you also want to make sure that you explore what savings accounts are going to be best for your money. We had a pretty good article. I read a blog article a couple weeks ago, I think, about how to find a savings account that's right for you. So check that out because you're going to want to think about what your priorities are and how you want your money to grow, and so that will determine what savings account you get. One other note when we're talking about the basics of investing, you want to be taking advantage of your employer 401k if you have one available to you, especially if they match you. So a lot of employers will match your 401k contributions up to a certain amount, maybe 3 or 5% or even more if you're lucky. And so if your employer offers that, that is free money that is then going to grow for you and help you have a more financially secure future. So make sure you're taking advantage of any of those programs that exist in your workplace. And then beyond that, make sure you're starting to look into what other savings vehicles are going to be available for you with good interest rates, compound interest, and a time frame that works well for your financial goals. So if you want to talk about some of your options, then by all means, Get Up with Apprisen. We have really enjoyed talking to you this month about the 5 components of a financially literate lifestyle. You have got them all now, so go back, watch the whole series, and start thinking about your financial goals. Let's start putting this stuff into action in May. Awesome. We'll talk to you soon, guys. Thanks for joining us for Financial Literacy Month.